The road doesn't wait. The wind doesn't ask. The night doesn't forgive. And when power meets precision, one name rises from the shadows: Swift S125 Pro. A machine born not just to move, but to dominate. This isn't just another commuter bike. This is the declaration of a new era for 125cc performance. Welcome back to Auto Hub, where passion meets the pavement, and today, we dive deep into the pulse, the thrill, and the hidden soul of the all-new Swift S125 Pro 2026. Before you blink, this machine has already crossed 60 kilometers per hour. Before your heartbeat stabilizes, it's roaring past 100. That's the Swift spirit: sharp, sleek, and unapologetically fast. When you first see the S125 Pro, it feels like something designed not for the streets but for the spotlight. Its headlamp stretches like the eyes of a predator, its tank flows like liquid steel, and its frame speaks the language of aggression. But behind that beauty lies something deeper, a machine engineered to rewrite what 125cc bikes are capable of. Let's start with the heart. The S125 Pro runs on a 124.9cc liquid-cooled, single-cylinder, 4-valve engine, producing around 15.6 horsepower at 9,500 revolutions per minute and 12.8 Nm torque at 7,500 revolutions per minute. These numbers might sound simple on paper, but the way this engine delivers its punch is poetry in motion. There's no lag, no hesitation, it's instant response, pure thrill. You twist the throttle, and it feels like the bike whispers, "I'm awake, let's run." Swift has tuned this engine not just for performance, but for character. It feels alive under you, with a crisp throttle response and that signature growl that riders crave. Now let's talk about the gearbox. A 6-speed transmission, smooth, precise, and light. Each shift feels calculated, mechanical perfection that syncs with your rhythm. And paired with a slipper clutch, you can dive into corners without fear, without wheel hop. It's a small touch that makes a massive difference. Swift didn't cut corners here, they built a bike meant for riders who want control, confidence, and connection with their machine. But raw power means nothing without balance, and that's where the S125 Pro's frame steps in. The bike sits on a diamond-type steel frame reinforced for rigidity yet light enough to dance through traffic. The front telescopic forks and rear monoshock suspension have been perfectly tuned to absorb city chaos while keeping stability sharp on highways. The wheelbase of 1,345 mm gives it that sweet spot between agility and steadiness, so whether you're flicking through lanes or carving corners, it always feels planted. The brakes, oh, they deserve a moment. Front 276 mm disc, rear 220 mm disc, both with dual-channel ABS, and yes, Swift has refined the feel. The lever feedback is natural, progressive, not too sharp, not too soft, just right. You can trust this bike to stop exactly when and how you command it. Now imagine this. You're cruising at 90 kilometers per hour, night lights bouncing off the bike's glossy metallic blue, and the LED headlamp cutting through darkness like a laser. The display glows softly, a full digital TFT instrument cluster, giving you everything from gear position, fuel economy, service reminders, Bluetooth connectivity, call alerts, even turn-by-turn navigation. That's right, in a 125cc bike. That's where Swift played their trump card. They didn't just make it powerful, they made it smart. The Swift S125 Pro features SmartLink 3.0, Swift's upgraded Bluetooth system that lets you pair your phone, track rides, analyze performance data, and even adjust engine maps through the Swift Connect app. You can switch between eco, street, and sport modes, and yes, each mode has a noticeably different throttle feel. This kind of tech integration in a 125cc class is rare, and it's what makes the S125 Pro stand out from the crowd. Now, let's talk design, because this bike isn't shy about attention. From the moment you see it, you know it's special. The front fascia has that Hawkeye LED DRL, the fuel tank muscular with aerodynamic shrouds that merge into the seat in a seamless flow. The rear tail light, razor sharp, minimal, and pure class. The split seat setup is both stylish and ergonomic. The rider's seat hugs your hips perfectly while the pillion seat stands slightly raised, giving the entire bike a sporty silhouette that screams racer DNA. Even the exhaust note, refined yet deep. Not too loud, not too muted. It's tuned to make your presence felt without disturbing the peace. At idle, it hums. At 7,000 revolutions per minute, it growls. At redline, it howls. That's the Swift sound's signature, and it's addictive. But hidden beneath the aesthetics are engineering secrets. The engine is mounted on anti-vibration dampers, drastically reducing handlebar buzz. The clutch lever is adjustable, rare for this class. The switchgear is backlit, adding premium vibes at night. The bike even has an auto start-stop system, saving fuel during traffic halts. And for the tech lovers, it supports USB-C fast charging, built discreetly into the console. Let's get to performance. 0 to 60 km per hour comes in just 4.8 seconds, and top speed peaks at around 120 km per hour. The fuel efficiency. Around 47 km/L in mixed conditions, quite impressive given the power. With a fuel tank capacity of 13 liters, that's a real-world range close to 600 km on a full tank. So yes, it's not just fast, it's efficient, practical, and futuristic. Now, when we talk about price, Swift has been clever. They've placed the S125 Pro 2026 in that sweet premium commuter bracket, priced around $2,100, approximately 1.78 lakh rupees in India. It's not cheap, but it's not overpriced either, because you're not just buying a bike. You're buying identity, innovation, and experience. It's that perfect middle ground between performance thrillers like the MT-15 and practical daily riders like the Pulsar N160. What truly defines this bike, however, is its soul. The S125 Pro isn't trying to be a superbike. It's not pretending to be something it's not. Instead, it's rewriting what a 125cc can feel like. It gives you the joy of high performance without the fear of losing control. It brings sport bike excitement into a size you can master daily. It's the perfect fusion of confidence and chaos. You feel in charge, but it still surprises you with its punch. Swift has clearly designed this model keeping the youth in mind, riders who want a machine that performs, connects, and represents their personality. And that's where this bike wins hearts. It's not just a machine, it's a mirror. A mirror that reflects ambition, freedom, and rebellion, the core of every true rider's heart. And if we talk durability, Swift hasn't compromised. The S125 Pro uses forged pistons, nickel-plated cylinder walls, and a high-flow radiator to ensure consistent performance even in harsh weather. The chain set is sealed and built for longevity, and even the tires are premium-grade radial units with dual compound grip for cornering confidence. Ride it once, and you'll realize, it's not just the speed. It's the way it builds up. Smooth, confident, with no jerks, no hesitation. It feels like a symphony, every gear, every rev, every vibration tuned perfectly. Whether it's city streets or open highways, it feels alive, it feels eager. That's the beauty of balance Swift has achieved here, power without intimidation. Even the aerodynamics have been reworked. The fairing panels reduce drag by 6%, and the underbelly cowl deflects hot air away from the rider's legs, something you'll appreciate on long summer rides. The LED indicators are small but sharp, integrated neatly into the design. Maintenance. Surprisingly easy. Swift offers service intervals of 6,000 kilometers, with a low-maintenance chain and self-diagnostic OBD port for instant error checks. You can literally plug your phone and run a full system scan. That's future-ready engineering. But here's where the S125 Pro wins hearts most, the emotional connect. The first time you sit on it, the posture feels natural, the tank feels like an extension of your chest, the handlebars fall right into place, and the view ahead, that futuristic TFT display, reminds you that you're not just on a bike, you're in command of a masterpiece. It's not just transportation, it's transformation. Every time you ride it, you feel alive. Every turn, every rev tells a story, of power tamed, of design mastered, of technology serving passion. The Swift S125 Pro doesn't just move, it moves you. So here's the truth. In a market full of noise, where bikes chase attention, the Swift S125 Pro earns respect. It's that rare combination, fierce yet refined, powerful yet practical, digital yet soulful. And that's why it's more than a bike, it's a statement. A statement that says, I don't follow trends. I set them. So if you've been waiting for a 125cc that feels premium, behaves powerful, and connects personal, your wait ends here. The Swift S125 Pro is calling. The question is, will you answer? This is Auto Hub, and we've just witnessed the future of 125cc performance. The streets are ready. The throttle is waiting. And somewhere, deep down, your pulse already knows, it's time to ride the Swift S125 Pro.